I have experience seeing how other countries treat the women. You want to judge the health of a civilization? How well they treat their women when they have children. You want to get to a big one? We'll get to it right now. How are women treated in this civilization, in this culture? Is their life treated with dignity? The answer is, of course, no. What do you get? What do you get when you, let's say, are married? Let's say have children. You could say you're married. You get any time off from work? What do you get? What is it? Do you get money? No. Do you get a house? No. There are countries around there. I've seen it with my own eyes. Kuwait, for example. You get married in Kuwait. 2 Kuwaitis. Government gives you a house. Now, look, this is, hey, it might take a while. I have no idea. But generally speaking, you get money and you get a house and all different kinds of things. Maternity leave, incentives. I'm not trying to get down a rabbit hole. We could talk about the population demographics, but I'm not trying to get into that. I'm trying to stick to women. I guess you can't separate them because there's a reason they're doing this. There's a reason why there's non-living entities in this world that are coercing women to not have children by force, by making childbirth too time-consuming or financially penalizing. We could go on about this forever. This is a book, this whole thing. But generally speaking, women, I don't know how they feel they're treated in the United States, for example. I don't know if they're with the voting and the working. They love to work full-time. They love to pay taxes. It's so crazy how women were so hungry to pay income taxes. I had no idea they had that burning hunger inside of them. I'm not going to have children. I'm going to work full-time. And then I'm just going to fucking die. It takes witchcraft to make that work. It takes witchcraft to make them go along with that. In regards to the power that women have in procreation, the only power they have these days with ease is to exercise their right of abortion. Hey, and that's fine. Whatever. What I mean, we could. It's like the Mayan pyramid, and everyone knows this by now, right? Everyone knows this by now. The hearts and the deaths at the pyramid, toppling down the pyramids, it never ended. It only changes pants. It changes pants. The death never ends because it's a religious sacrifice. So it's kind of interesting that the only right that women have is just to have an abortion. The only right they have, the easiest choice they have is not even to deliver a baby. You deliver the baby, there's no incentive to. You hardly get tax breaks. There's some costs. It's not super, super expensive, but there are costs and this and that. Well, it depends if you're both working. There's a bunch of stuff. If you're both working and all that, then I couldn't even calculate it. What is it for, let's say daycare? Daycare? That's what we got in our society, and our civilization is so advanced. We don't work less. Oh, we've learned to work more. So there's daycare required. Someone from the future. Hey, we're from 1802. You're 2024? Oh my God, did you guys solve the problem of having to toil for 40 hours a week? Actually, now that you mention it, we found a way to make even the women toil for 40 hours a week. What? Who the hell wants to work? Oh yeah, and you gotta pay income taxes too. What? What kind of a time-traveling mission is this? They take money from your income and they kill babies with it and replace you from your country and spray stuff in the air, reduce your lifespan. That's what they use your money on. Really? Wow, that's solving a lot of problems. A lot of problems been solved in the last century of our civilization, hasn't it? We've learned to force women to vote. We've learned to force women to work full time. We've learned to force them to not even bother having children anymore because it's made hard. The job of the government is to make your life artificially hard. That's all. This is what it is. Robber of time and a robber of energy is invisible. It's not a guy with a mask on. These things are done in a system, Nimrod's system. It's the only way you can pull them off while still keeping your head attached to your shoulders. You have to do it this way. Otherwise, your head falls off your shoulders because the people are like this. Nope, 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 nope. And your head ends up coming off your shoulders. You have to do it like this. I'm just letting you know. Just like with women, what do women get? Can we get 6 months? Or can we get a year off work, 6 months, full pay, whatever, half pay, it doesn't matter, whatever? No. Can we have some children, and stay home? Can help us with the cost of anything at all? Anything at all? No. If you couldn't afford children, you should have thought twice before having them. Oh, then you'll get the snark. We all know that's not the truth, though. We all know the world is annihilated. We all know by now that it shouldn't be like It is right now. You're on your own. You can't afford things. I mean, blah, blah, blah. We could talk about, blah, blah. We are. I got to get my sound clips back out. You get neither that, nor that, nor that. You want to keep your house and this and that. You could always sell, move to, I know you could, there could always be excuses, but right now we're doing brass tacks. Can we get a house? No. Can I get time off of work so I don't get fired? No. Can I stay home from work and still keep up with things and, all this stuff? No, you'll lose your mortgage. Default your mortgage if you both stop working. Do you know what a prison is? Do you know what a death house is? Do you know what the worship of death is? That, what I just described. That's death machine right there. That's a dead machine. Women are absolutely robbed of everything that they used to have. I'm not going to say the 50s were the best. It's easy to say the 50s, this and that. I don't even know what it's supposed to even mean. And you know what? I don't care what it's supposed to even mean. Whatever time it was in the past, it could have been 15 minutes in the past. It was still better than right now. So people that say that nitpick about the times and eras suck fucking, you know what I'm saying? Don't even want to hear that. Women get nothing but a gas chamber death. It's the best they can hope for in this world. Isn't that great? That's why we fought the Nazis, actually. That's why we pay taxes. That's why women fought to vote. That's why they fought to compete in the workspace and all that stuff. They gave their life away. Sucks. It's incredibly devastating. The only right they have is for an abortion. I'll say it again if I have to say it. And I'm just speaking in brass tacks. I'm not looking for lightning politically or anything like that. Generally speaking, well, they used to have the right. Well, I don't know if they still do. Do they have the right to accuse anyone of, harassment or sexual abuse? Do they still do that? There was a couple of years of that, right? I just don't know if it's still like that. But anyway, I'll just say it again. They've given everything. They've betrayed themselves for nothing. The usual is what it is. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate is not the word. The word is dead machine is the word. I find that interesting. Anyone campaigning on those? Even just maternity leave. Anything at all. No. It's you know what. It's Abosh. It's you know what. That's the only thing there is. Abosh. Tdaow. That's the only right you have. Abortion. Tdaow. That's the only thing they can do. Can I stay home? You lose the house. Tdaow. Can I have kids? You lose your job. Tdaow. The only right they have left at the end of our day is abortion. Gosh. It is not looking good, especially my eyesight. It's really sad. It's really, really, really sad. Oh, the sadness of it. Isn't it sad? Isn't it sad? This is just sad. It's enough to make you crazy, isn't it? Thickest glasses, 2024. Sad. It's a bit sad. Anyone else understand these issues here? I mean, of course, these aren't complicated spiritual issues. These are issues of, fiduciary. They're financial enslavement, debt slavery, divide and conquer. It's the regular. I mean, we could pick out a book. Someone send me a good book so I could use the right terminology. I should go to the war college. Oh, well, there are some more rights. Run commentary and be involved with every single thing that was strictly men only. So they got that right and Abosh. That's the only two rights they have. But they don't have the right to throw bigger girls out of the girls' bathroom. They actually don't have the right to do that. I like part of the title, why are women treated so badly, rather. And I always like getting into that because we're always looking for shadows. We're looking to gain some focus and perspective on the shadows on the wall and the snares that slow you down or stop you that are unseen. There's an obsession with this as of late because where I'm at requires this obsession. It's an obsession. I'm looking to become more obsessed. So I just wanted to say that I get inspired when we talk about women, how they're treated or what they have become. But let's say, okay, who here is going to vote for a woman? Let me say this. Anyone voting for a woman? Hey, that's fine. We could get into suffrage if you want. We could get into the end of the world if you want. I think we already know this by now, though. Unfortunately, women have deprived themselves of their fullest potential and fullest destiny and quality of life by participating in politics, okay? Hey, I'll say it if I have to. What was next after the vote? Well, time to get up, time to get your ass out of bed and go work. Who wouldn't want to toil all their lives? And then when they're done, they just die. Who wouldn't want that? So there's a bunch of different reasons for a lot of things. But I will start again by saying, I'm sorry that they're going through this. Hey, I'll say it. I'm sorry you're going through this. You know, that's a classic. It's unfortunate. It's not worth getting upset about. We could go on and on about all of this for a long time. We could make fun of them. We could make fun of ourselves, you know, because ultimately it's men's fault. I'm not gonna shirk these. I'm not going to shirk the biblical hierarchy. Okay, I'll put it in those terms. I'm not into blaming parties who have been deceived. I'll just say that. So, just like most things, women and a lot of times men can tricked all the time. A lot of times women and children can be tricked easier. That's just generally speaking. That's all. I'm just saying that because it's true. And I need not even defend it. You understand? You understand how I feel about this? Due to matters of hypnosis and witchcraft and biology, these facts are inalienable. That's all. But, I mean, hey, they're welcome to the party, pal. They're in here. They're voting. They're working. They're doing your football commentary. The things I say they're not denigration. They're really not. What's worse, the women coming into the football space? I guess you could say it's a sacred space. I mean, whatever. What's that? What's worse? Women getting into, let's say, politics and football, or people who have already gotten into politics and football? Which is worse? I don't know. Flip a coin. Watch Sleepers. Last time I watched it, it was with the sound off because I wanted to see it for the first time. Those guys are in the cave. They're talking about football, or they're talking about politics, political football, if you will. They're talking about all different kinds of stuff. Bathroom disasters. Who knows what else? Who knows what other nutty stories there are going around? Stories of lifting weights. Stories of using the belt trick. Stories of talking on racial terms. Talking along racial lines. Or talking along anything at all. Or football lines. Next thing you know, someone with heels, their toes out, their legs out. And look, this is not a denigration. I'm just being funny. Or at least I think. And someone tits up the room. The guys are like, then they just leave. Or they fucking die. The allegory of Charles's cave. And that's when sexuality enters into a room. When there's men trying to actually get something done. Next thing you know, things start getting sexual. Changes the dynamic. Changes the destiny of the conversations that were about to go down. You understand? You understand what the butterfly effect is referring to? That's the best example, is that. Untold knee slappers left unsaid because of delicate ears. What, you think we're the same? You think everybody's the same? Take a look around. We know damn sure there aren't many people that are the same. Well, there are many people that are similar. Different sexes are very different. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. I think we all know this by now, don't we? Oh, wait, nobody knows anything anymore? Wait, did I sleep through a reset? Whoa! Did I just sleep through a reset? I wake up, I don't know when it started, with Barry Obama. That's his name. It started with him. Remember Obama? Started through that. And now look, the butterfly effect. Untold knee slappers left unmuttered. Incredible laughs. The forging of brotherhood. I mean, let me put it this way. There's a bunch of guys in a cave. Okay, this is Charlie's allegory. There's a bunch of guys in a cave and they're reading these. What happens when something sexual this way comes? Next thing, everyone's thinking about nutting. It is what it is. It is that it is, because that energy, you cannot define it. You cannot deny it. It is defined. We are defining. You cannot deny the changing of a social situation. And I'm doing just like a really bad whack at defining these things, honestly. So I'll keep going. The cave, the dynamics, everything is changed. The divine feminine, divine masculine. I mean, we can go on about it, but I don't remember. So we're going to have to make it up. But what I'm saying is, let's say women are participating in the vote. What do they have to vote for? They got a woman. What's the platform? Let me guess. Abortion. Let me guess. Abortion. Wait, what's the only right a woman has in the West these days? The right to have an abortion. That's it. It's the only right a woman has these days. It really is. And, you know, in the family courts, they have a lot of sway in the family courts. But generally speaking, that's it. This is the worst ending. No, I'm just trying to be light about this. I'm not trying to doom or dread anybody. I'm really not. I'm just trying to be a little bit levity. But if you guys want to talk real for blacks and women, what we're living through right now for them is the worst ending. You're fucked.